Hi, I'm Jason Mayhew, gun dog trainer based in West Sussex. And I'm here with Skinners to give you some advice on how to create straight lines in running your gun dogs out to get to the bird. So join me throughout this episode and see what we can do, and hopefully you get some tips and advice along the way. So come along. Heel. Heel. So, trying to create a straight line. What I tend to use is either a strong hedge line or a fence line or a path like this here. This will help maintain the dog's focus and create straight lines. This is the introduction phase for how we get the dogs to run a nice straight line for us. We don't want them hunting all over the place or questing. We want a nice straight line from A to B to pick that bird up. So what I'm going to utilise is this path here. We're using target dummies like this. Helps the dog see the whiteness, run to it, keeps his focus and picks it and comes straight back, and then we'll set it out. So what I'm going to do is set 3 of these out, so every time he goes back further and further and further. And that is how I introduce the straight lines to my dogs. So I'll make it small to begin with. Heel. Go back. Good boy. Dead. Sit, stay. Go back. Good lad. Good boy. Dead. So that's the introduction to what many people call a ladder drill. Using a path or a straight line somewhere, could be a bit of wheeling in a field, and create distance and confidence with the dog going out over distance. I want you to expand this distance, maybe do it to 300, 400, 500 yards. Put more dummies down, 5, 6, 7, 8 dummies to build that trust he has in you. Where you point, he's going to go. So what do we do next? Say we've done 500 yards, we can pick 8 dummies off this drill. Where do we go next? Well, that's what we're going to do. So see you in a minute. So that's part 1 done. So where do we go from there? So what we're going to do is find a fixed point and put a number of dummies down on the ground. This could be around a tree or a post that we might have, but make sure the dog understands the area, trusts the area. You don't have to have the distance. So when I change something, I bring it back to a small distance and then slowly build it back out. What is the maximum distance? Well, your imagination can take that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to place a load of dummies around the tree. Then I'm going to walk around the tree each time, looking like a clock face, and send him from a point back to the tree. Once he can do that, I'll move round the outside, pick another point, send him back to that tree. What this does, it creates straight lines over time and a trust. Where you point, he goes. Now, to begin with, the dog will probably wave or come off a line. That's fine. Don't worry about it. It will clean up over time because a dog naturally wants to run a straight line. It's only through confusion and confidence do they waver. Over time, they trust that same point, that tree, that post, whatever you want to put in, and he'll run a nice straight line. Once you trust the area, expand the distance, and suddenly, in a very short time, you're getting dogs running straight lines to a point of focus. Now, what you can do next is try another tree or another area to work around with and have 2 points of focus, so you can send in that way and then send in that way. But that's your imagination. So let's stick with what we're going to do now. We're going to pick a tree out, throw some dummies round, and then we'll send the dog back into that same area. So let's set this up. So I'm going to pick this tree, nice bit of cover for the dog to hunt into. It's quite big, focus. There's nothing immediately close around it, so let's just throw some dummies down. Okay, let's go and grab a dog. Heel. Sit. Go back. heel, 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 sit, sit. Then sending the widgeon for his second retrieve to the tree. Go back. Good lad. Nice and simple, keeping it close. Dead. You can use as many as you want. You can do 12, 10, but this is the last one for him. So go straight to the tree. Go back. Good lad. Build it up slowly. Work your way around the circle, the clock face, and build your distances up. So if you can go round, say do 8 retrieves and every single one's perfect, build your distance, build your distance. So what sort of distance are we looking at? I mean, we've talked about 300, 400, 500 yards. It's your imagination. You know, it's up to you at the end of the day. Like water, you will find your own level. Anyway, let's see what happens when we go to a distance one. Widgeon. Go back! Back! Go back! Back! Good lad. So there we have it, some simple steps in getting your dog to run straight lines, building confidence and trust. So hope you enjoyed this Skinner's video and get some food for them, your dogs, your friends, to put some energy back into them. So we'll catch you soon. Bye bye.